He says you... He's happy to help. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Needs a logical reason to reveal the secret. Says it's hard to keep a secret from someone as smart as you. Might as well tell you where the place is, as you'll figure it out eventually. Unless we work to save the tree, it won't look so perfect for much longer. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. He guesses you're back for more. Wishes you goodbye. Just when you think it's darkest, the dawn. If you close your eyes hard enough to reality, your mind opens to let memories in. That's one way to remember what's forgotten. When an unwanted memory intrudes on the mind, it is a natural reaction to want to block it out or just change it. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. So, you remembered the Automaton's power-up feature. That's a boost. Keep focused on what you can do today. Tomorrow's already gone. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Just what you were looking for. Chop, chop. Just check that Skronk out. We all share the same destiny. Destruction or survival. It's called Stone Split. It's a natural cave. Getting there. The day almost makes you want to smile. All your... A gutway will always be nauseating. That's just the way it is. Flash the slash. You can seems the nozzles need to be regulated to set the pipe workings in motion. Now that's unblocked, there's nothing stopping the flow. Right where it cuts. Made the kill. Now that's a flesh wound. No right. Get under that sky while you still can. Begs you to help him out. He's covered in sludge. He can't get it off and it's making him squick-sick. Can you find a way to get him clean before he dies? Figures it can't be long. Feels like he's dying already. Says he figured out what he needs to get clean. See that giant toofer brush up on that tall sign? That would be the perfect scrub brusher. Thanks you and begs you to hurry.
Love the glow of the light.
No. Down! Down!
All the way up. Crank that glow up to 11.
I'll make you glow.
Too late.
Such a windswept place. This region is known as the Knoatstone. You can't find a harder place in the world. Critical pow! There's the big gum brush we need to get that greased up critter clean. Shake it loose. Knuckle sandwich. Watch it. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. Night is on the way. Flames. That's rare. Someone set up camp in a tree. Says you're always a fun chatterbox.
Mashallah, mol.
Says you... What a scrub-a-dub. So clean. Welcomes you back. No need to brush this time. Vump is the place to be, obviously. Recall seeing a radionic hidden off in the ruins somewhere. Imagine listening to the air. Figures if it's on. Thinks the... Fig... Let's see. Feels good. Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. Needs a key. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Just tiptoe along. Locked up tight. That's a motored blind box dispenser. These auto markets were quite popular in the long gone for those who had coin left for fun. You shouldn't be surprised if you stumble on more of these. I could swear I didn't see any clouds. Flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. Says you'll... Foe would lead. Keep hammering away. It's a long way down from the top of the mountains. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the Gnoats couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those Gnoats. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride Gnoats, and that tradition continued through the years. Powered types of transportation polluted the world, but didn't poop in the street. Obviously, they didn't have their priorities right in those days. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler. Let's see. Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Mjut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Seems reluctant to even say its name. It's become personal to her too, since it's taken so many of her innocent Gnoats as prey. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Sana jota pendrine senema tukonda.
Nocco says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Andro?
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Looper Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnoats, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Where's that dark now?
What? Wait! No! I'm right here!
What's that? Did someone say something?
I am right here!
Hello? Is anyone there?
Ora sadurut tukonda.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Andro?
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Anora kapapom. Doma le tuk.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnoats die with it.
Doma le tuk. Anora kapapom.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Puri kumbalamuma.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights do.
Anaro lote.
Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before.
Puri kumbalamuma.
But let's not speak of that now.
Kanamunta.
She has an idea where the Mjut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Mjut Meadow.
Kodotu brumblele marsamambunundu.
The Mjut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Amu.
You should lead the Mjut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the Worldeater.
Pendrine senema asadurutu.
She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. Found it, even under all the muck in the Gnoat pen. Hard to believe the Gnoats didn't trample it. They seem faster than you, and don't forget that when you ride them, they do all the work to keep you moving. You should keep moving. Can't let those Gnoats blaze the trails for you. Don't get distracted by all the destruction you can see this time of day. Tough like steel. The light of day shows how bad the world has become. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. Well placed. Burn. Wow. Power's up. You found Camp Mosserk. Look for the bandits. finished him off. What a blow! Sharp. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. Wonder what you might find.
Over bug ah.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite...
Over bug ah. Tarin man in tabadam waksufa. Roxan mar malva cherry.
The shadows are getting so small.
I feel attacked.
You should feel attacked.
Wait, what?
A lot.
There's a serenity about this spot. It's... Maybe it's time to take the offensive in the dark. Oh, e-waste, hard to find. You found the Mjut meadow. Watch out for the Mjut. Hey, nice shot. You're low on health. You're lit up. Sock it to him. Everything seems to take longer at night. Stand against that.
Aplitonumuta, Kanamunta.
Now that the Mjut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Kala.
She says the Mjut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Kanamunt Amun.
The Mjut once found and ate a Bon Gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Puri Kumbalamuma. Kanamunt.
She says that you should find some Bon Gummies for the Mjut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time. It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out-of-Date's map. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. Just a few moves left. Make them count. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is. With its attention diverted to the chewy Bon Gummy, the Mjut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Mjut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old world Mekamjut. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo Shopperia while scavenging for treats for the Gnoats. That's not so far away. It's a seat you fasten on the back of a mount to safeten up your ride. It can become quite bumpy and risky without. Time for a wave ride, I think. At various stages of life, we all become memories for others, and just seeing someone acts as a catalyst for the past to seep in again. Memory distortions are troubling. Illusions your mind creates to avoid the memories of being bullied as a kidling. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. You weren't supposed to know how to start the Automaton pew-pew pang, but clearly you figured that out way back then. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the iBox broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the feels. The right key could open this. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. A fall in the mountains could be fatal. Now hold on, sit tight. Isn't that the Mekamjut over there? You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the Mekamjut. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Nocco. E-waste, the stuff you need. Got one. Murder.
Inadabsunka a Saturutu.
Now that the Mjut's got a mouthful of Bon Gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Mjut is ready to ride.
Monida a Saturutu.
Nocco's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it.
Dropalo Vaseno Casamanbaru. Ura Saturut.
She's called them Glittermoths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe.
Anora Capapon.
You'll find Mito at Brightlight. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths.
Dropalo.
They're small airborne creatures with bright reflective wings and a conspicuous fluttering flight. The sun's a long ways away. This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by. Says that their friend is trying to get the shell horn working, but they can't figure it out. Could you maybe help them puzzle it out? Says it doesn't make any noise. which is really... Says it would be great if you could hear the shell horn, but it's not working. Otherwise the shell shall horn no more. Let's see. With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Figures that doesn't make it any less worth fighting. You found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine? Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. They buy lots of his lamps. That's a tribe that believes in the bright things in the world. Claims says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glittermoth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glittermoth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. How many days like this do you think the world has left? That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. That's a terror. You need to swivel the globus's bearings to get the atlas mapper to work. Nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that. A punch crunch. The day is here. Your balance is perfect. Glittermoth Cave is right here. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
minalagi mamuru.
That's enough glittermoths to make her plan work.
Kanaruta.
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the Worldeater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf. It reminds her of the Gnoats and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger.